Hello everyone, in this video you're going to join me carrying on with building the wide arch kit, but you probably noticed from the end of the last video it's changed. In the last video I had my original wing on this car, and now I've got my M3 fiberglass one, which I'm actually going to be looking at cutting up. I've thought about it a lot since the end of the last video. Been going through some drawings, trying to figure out what's the best way to really go about getting the perfect finish out of this, as well as something that I could easily work with and just kind of speed up the process. I figured since this has a lot of the curvature that I'm looking for, if I just cut this up, moved it where I need to, and added the other blocks to where they need to be, then that would be perfect. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. So that's what I'm going to be looking at doing in this video now. So I'm just going to dive into it and start cutting where I need to cut. So let me get my pen. So the bits where I'm thinking of cutting, so I need to do a cut down the middle. I'm going to also need to do a cut. Now I don't want to cut this line. I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a line that goes just over this whole bit. So I'm using my finger. I've kind of learnt this technique from watching people who pinstripe, where you use your finger as a guide to follow the line. That's kind of the main cut line. So if I cut across there, cut here, I'll be able to bend this out. Obviously I'm going to need to do some further cuts as well, just to make sure I can bend it as much as I need to. But that's going to be the basis of what I'm going to start cutting from. So let's connect everything up. Get my mask on. This actually is going to save so much time. I don't want it to be pointy here, so I'm going to be working on changing it so that it's a bit more coming out over here. This bit I'm fine with, don't mind that, but yeah, like I said, I want this bit to just be a bit more boxy than just a flat curve on a point. But I'm going to remove everything from the back now. So you know what, I'm just going to start doing that. Let's draw the line over here as well. Get everything kind of in the right places, and we can cut over here. So this is where we're at. I've managed to get the rear cut. Yeah, you know, I got the cracks showing up over here a little bit, but that's fine. That's not a problem at all to me. Got the whole thing extended over here, just with some foam in for the time being. Took off my old fuel filler cap. Had to break off all of this piece that I created before, but that's all going to basically get redone. As you can see, there's my old wing and everything, some old panels, but that's all going to kind of get chopped up. This is, again, this is just creating everything, making the original mold. So I'm thinking, yeah, proper wide. So I'm at least gonna go a couple of centimeters, maybe half an inch wider at the rear, just to have that big wide stance, and also kind of be able to see the back end from the front, because as Doja Cat says, if you can see it from the front, or till you see it from the back, y'all. I do think this way is much better than putting on the foam. For me, it's just going to save me a lot of time in terms of shaping and stuff like that. If I didn't have the M3 arches, which is kind of very similar to what I would have wanted to do with the final design, then yeah, this would have been the only way forward with me working on it. But since I do have that option, I'm going to copy the other side over onto this side. So time for me to cut this side up and get working. So this is where we're at, everyone. Done the cutting on this side as well to match this side over here. Obviously this bit's been slightly worked in a little bit more. I'm gonna be looking at doing that on this side next. So as you guys can see as well, the rear on this side has had the same work done. This side's a little bit weaker when it comes to the joint over here than the other side was, so it's going to be a bit more interesting to work with as well. But that's where we're at right now. What I will be obviously doing as well is, once I finish everything up, shaping in between these areas as well. I'm gonna create the mold that I wanted it to be originally and then put that over onto the other arches. That's what I'm thinking of doing so far. This bit's gonna really be quite interesting to work with, because the way I've done it here, I really do want this to be squared off more than curve. You know, I just want that to come in a little bit more, and these bits to kind of pop out a little bit further, or maybe even if it's just the front part of it, I do definitely want that bit of a boxier shape than just curves. As you can see as well, the back end, woo! Look at that, yo! I'll take a photo of that later. You could definitely see the back from the front now. That looks aggressive at the back. Oh man, it is getting there. I probably wouldn't have needed as much foam as I had used in the past. That's not the worst thing in the world. I do feel like the foam idea is great. It would have helped many others doing something similar to me. So if you definitely are going to be looking at doing something like that, just look at how I did it before. But for the way I'm going to be going about it, this is how I'm going to do it. I kind of got the idea because a lot of people do something similar like this when it comes to metalwork, when they're welding and widening original arches that way. So that's going to be that. I've also, actually, you just remembered, on this side over here, I have cut away a little bit. That's just to help me kind of plan how I'm going to do this shape over here. So fingers crossed I can keep this line, because I do like that line flowing from here all the way over. I want it to be perfect fit. So that's going to be interesting to work on. Yeah, this is seriously exciting. I feel like I've got all the tools now. I've got everything that I need. I just need to get it done. I've got my little mock-up Hot Wheels. Might even put a little video up of how I created this at another point. I'm gonna get that painted as well when it comes to, you know, getting the whole car painted. I think that'll just be a nice little cool little thing. Ooh, that really got to my ears, me scratching my nail against that plastic. This is also going to be something that I need to figure out, how I'm going to be doing the fuel filler area. You know, I kind of used the mesh stuff like that before, and fiberglass and filler and everything, and did some funky extensions, but that's all going to be changing. So going to be interesting to see how I work with all of that. It's kind of funny seeing my old work as well. You can see my old cuts over here for enough ground clearance. But yeah, that's it. So everyone, that's what I've gotten up to so far today. I think I'm actually going to call it a night because that literally took forever and my neck is absolutely killing me. But it's seriously exciting. This is going to save me so much time in terms of shaping everything, sanding everything down, having everything just to the point that I needed it to be. In terms of symmetry as well, it's going to save a lot of time. So yeah, I actually am. I don't know why I didn't think of doing this before. I'm glad I did. You know, originally I actually did think of selling the M3 arches, so that's long gone. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have anything that you think I should do or look into, please leave a comment for me down below. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep building your dreams. Peace out. Catch you later. Oh, and subscribe, like, comment. You know the usual.